Hey everybody, I am here today to talk to those of you who are currently looking for your ideal partner. Those of you that are not currently in a relationship and want to be. Maybe you just got out of a relationship and you've taken some time to heal and you're ready to get back out there, or you've had this string of just you're dating people that aren't your ideal partners and you're like, what the heck? How do I find the person? How do I find my person? And I'm here to talk to you all today. So I have 5 steps to help you work through this process of identifying who your ideal partner is, and then an activity to get out there and really bring them in and attract that like-minded ideal partner into your life. So first and foremost, if you know me by now, you gotta know we're gonna start with values. And first and foremost, you have to understand what's most important to you in a relationship. You have to identify your top 4 to 6 relationship values. What's most important to you in a relationship, identifying those values, what they mean to you, and why they're important. And if you have any trouble remembering how to elicit those values, if you just go over to my YouTube channel and look at the Relationships Take Work video, the first part of that video is me explaining how to do the steps. So even though that video talks about being in a relationship, the first part talks you through the activities to get yourself your 4 to 6 relationship values. So that is step 1. Once you've identified what's most important to you in a relationship, then you're going to take some reflection time and think about who do you need to be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically in a relationship. Who do you need to be and how do you need to show up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically in a relationship to show up as the best version of yourself for that ideal partner that you're searching for? So steps 1 and 2 are all about you. Then we get into step 3 where you start thinking about who is your ideal partner. So now I want you to think about who is your ideal partner and how do they show up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically in a relationship for you. And take some time to write that out. Write that in paragraph form or write bullet points under each category. How does your ideal partner show up spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally? Now we're moving into step 4. Now we're going to create like a little chart, because charts are fun and they help us organize our thoughts, right? So we're going to create a little chart and we're going to start with all of the qualities and characteristics that are must-haves. My ideal partner must have these things for me to continue to go on dates with them to decide if this is going to turn into something more. Okay, so must-haves could be something like, for me, a must-have in my relationship is my partner must be physically fit and they must like living a healthy lifestyle. Those are 2 characteristics that fall in that category. Honest, respectful, those are other characteristics that fall in that category for me. There's a long list. So you're gonna make the characteristics, list the characteristics, qualities, and the must-haves. Then you're gonna go to the far other side and you're gonna make a list of your non-negotiables, your heck no's, like if these things are present, I'm out. So that for me would be somebody that doesn't care about their health, somebody that doesn't work out. Maybe it could be something like if they're a liar, if they're a smoker, if they don't believe in God, whatever it is for you. These are the things that in that non-negotiable, if you're getting in conversation with them and they say these things, or you learn or they do this to you, they abuse you, they're not respectful to you, then you're like, heck no, I'm out. Then in the middle, you have your negotiables, like that kind of gray area, that wiggle room. So let me share an example. I said my must-haves is they must be physically fit and healthy. To me, the negotiable part of that would be, it doesn't matter to me what their choice of fitness is. And they don't have to work out with me, but they just need to do it. So there's the gray area. Somebody else might have on their list that a must-have is that they need to work out with you. Nobody, here's the beauty about this, nobody should tell you what does or doesn't belong on your list. This is your list, judgment free. So now that you've taken the time to understand your relationship values and what's most important to you, which, by the way, once you have clarity on those alone, makes it a lot easier when you're in conversation to decide if there's going to be a second one or not, because it's super clear if they're in alignment or not. So you've identified your values. You've identified who you want to be and how you need to show up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically to be in the relationship that you want to be in. Step 3, you've written about who your ideal partner is mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and how they're showing up. Step 4 is you've created this awesome table of their qualities and characteristics of the must-haves, the non-negotiables, and the negotiable, that little gray area that you're like, yeah, okay, like this could work, right? It's not a big deal to me if they don't work out with me or if they like to run and I like to lift. No big deal, right? Step 5 now is we've got to take action, right? You know this. After we establish these values, we've got to take action and we've got to stay positively focused. So here's my question for you. Where is your ideal partner hanging out? Where are they? So if you wrote that something that's important to you in relationship is adventure, let me ask you, are you putting yourself in position to be doing adventurous things throughout the week or the month where that ideal partner may or may not be? So thinking back, okay, where would my ideal partner hang out? Reflecting back on what's important to you, who you want to be and how you're going to show up so that you attract those like-minded people. You know what you're looking for. Now, where would that partner be? And take action. Get out there and try it. If you have any questions about any of these activities or would like to dig deeper, just shoot me a message or leave me a comment. I'd love to talk to you more. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So get out there, establish those values, take action, and stay positively focused.